Let me tell you something. Don't lose the plot. Every so often, revolution is necessary. When power becomes too concentrated at the top, which is exactly the end goal of capitalism, it exploits, restricts, and abuses whatever is below it in the social hierarchy. A reset is in order. Calling things as they are, capitalism is the biggest pyramid scheme there is. The church is the biggest cult there is. Racism is a cancer within humanity. Schools are programming facilities for compliant worker bees. News and media is largely propaganda of the state narrative. Those who do not travel do not know that they are living within a contained Truman Show reality, like caged chickens feeding the beast of oligarchs. Chickens lay eggs all their lives and then become poultry. Roosters breed them, then become poultry too. The cows are milked all their lives, then become beef. The bulls breed them, and then they become beef. Their lives are not for them to live, and this perfectly describes the American corporation. But the human farm animals are waking up to this, and they outnumber the farmers by far. And once you are awake, you cannot fit back into the system that is not designed for your liberation and fulfillment. But just the word revolution triggers and chills the spines of many who can only imagine violence, danger, and unrest, and it causes them to contract instead of pushing forward with passionate vigor. But revolution is so much more than destruction. Something does need to be torn down, upended, and rendered inoperable. But real revolution does not mean just resetting the system, just to go to an updated or a facelifted edition of the former model. That's what happened after the first American Revolution, which broke us from the feudal system into a racial caste system. And then the Civil War, which ended chattel slavery but left class slavery intact. The African American Civil Rights Movement was about removing race tied to class, but it has taken several generations to implement with ongoing resistance to this day. The fundamental system that exploits and abuses humanity and nature for wealth and wealth translated to power is still intact. A real revolution would entirely reorder, reorganize, and reconstruct the whole ecosystem of principles, purposes, practices, philosophies, values, and the beneficiaries upon which our whole society operates. The fruits of what we have are not good: war, poverty, disease, nature endangerment. The whole house needs to be torn down and rebuilt in a way that abuses no one, and every part is liberated to attain fulfillment. No more domination. Domination is power over. Holistic power is power through. We rise as each part is empowered. This is moving from a parasite society to a healed and holy one. This destruction and construction needs to be operated simultaneously. If you can only see the destruction part, which has to be fought intensely and catastrophically, you are losing the plot. These oligarchic parasites are not going to be rooted out peacefully. They'll never allow it. They are not going to give up their power to join a more holistic system that benefits everyone. They are going to fight to the death and then go down with the ship. Being the opposition to evolution is their role in life. In cancer treatment, cancer cells must be destroyed. They cannot be healed. And any left behind will only metastasize and return, which is what we've seen after every previous supposed revolution. We're not kicking the can down the road any further this time. We are now in late-stage cancer, but instead of trying to heal a dying body, we have to let this one die and rebirth a new one that is pure of any cancer cells that we have learned to recognize. There is a better way to live on this planet and with each other. We need not to tolerate or accept anything else. This is the way things have to be going forward. We've seen enough of the old way. If you can get excited about a holistic New World Order that is in alignment with the planet, then this should make you also excited about the destruction of the old one, no matter how catastrophic that process must be. Most of us are going to survive this transition anyway, because the universe favors evolution, growth, and expansion. Some of us, unfortunately, will perish during this transition because anything worthwhile is usually paid for in blood. There are no bloodless births. However, if it is you who must become a sacrifice, be glad in it. You have something to live for if you have something that you're willing to die for. You don't want to live in this dirty old nasty world anyway, as it is. Haven't you seen enough? Whatever nostalgia you might have was a lie, and now you know better. If we can get excited about this transition period, no matter what it may cause, it will empower us to push through this with passion, courage, and vigor and create a world better than we've ever known. Don't you want that for your children? We outnumber the adversary. The economy operates off of our bent fads. So if we remember that, act like it, and organize, and how quickly we can collapse all this bullshit.